Jimin was just caught on camera, and within moments, ARMY started asking the same question. What is this? What exactly made this particular appearance of Jimin so interesting? Was it his longer hair? Was it the all-black outfit that gave him a completely different aura? Or was there something about his expression and the way he appeared in front of the camera that made fans feel they were seeing a side of Jimin they rarely get to see? One short video. One simple appearance. Yet somehow, it was enough to put Jimin back in the spotlight. Welcome back to Jikook Lover. Today we are talking about a moment that may look simple at first glance, but becomes much more interesting when you pay attention to the details. Jimin appears to be backstage, wearing an all-black outfit, with longer hair that immediately caught the attention of ARMY. And when the camera turns toward him, Jimin gives fans something incredibly simple. A smile. There is no huge stage. No choreography. No spectacular performance. Just Jimin standing there, smiling, and seemingly enjoying the moment. But that simplicity may actually be the reason so many fans stop scrolling. Because for ARMY, seeing Jimin in a relaxed atmosphere has always had a special kind of charm. Over the years, we have seen Jimin in countless situations. We have seen him as an incredible performer capable of filling an entire stage with energy. We have watched him dance, sing, speak with fans, joke with the BTS members, and show his emotional side. But when the camera catches Jimin in a more natural moment like this, something feels different. There is no sense that he is trying to make a huge statement. He is simply being Jimin. And perhaps that is exactly why his small smile feels so meaningful. There is something incredibly human about seeing a global superstar standing casually backstage and smiling when he realizes that a camera is capturing him. For some people, it may only be a few seconds. But for fans who have followed Jimin for years, those few seconds can feel surprisingly special. Especially because his appearance this time really does stand out. His hair looks longer, creating a noticeably different impression. Long hair is certainly not unfamiliar territory for Jimin. Throughout his career, he has experimented with many different hairstyles and visual concepts. But whenever Jimin changes his appearance, ARMY notices. And this time is no different. Combined with the black outfit, his overall look feels elegant, powerful, and slightly mysterious. It is easy to understand why fans immediately reacted with comments like, "OMG Jimin." But the bigger question is, why can such a small change create so much curiosity? Perhaps it is because Jimin is not simply a singer to his fans. For many ARMY, Jimin has become part of their emotional journey. Some fans discovered BTS during their early years. Others joined when BTS became a global phenomenon. And some discovered Jimin much more recently. But each of them has their own memories of him. They remember his performances. They remember his voice. They remember his dancing. They remember his smile. Even details that might seem insignificant to someone else can become meaningful to a devoted fan. So when Jimin appears with a slightly different look, ARMY immediately notices. And that is where the curiosity begins. Is Jimin simply enjoying having longer hair? Does he personally like this style? Or could there possibly be something else being prepared behind the scenes? Those questions naturally appear because fans are accustomed to paying close attention to visual changes in the K-pop world. In the K-pop industry, appearance can sometimes become an important part of an era. Hairstyles, clothing, colors, and visual concepts can all contribute to the identity of a new project. But we also need to be careful. Not every hairstyle means a secret project. Not every outfit is a hidden clue. And not every backstage video contains a major announcement. Unless there is official confirmation, we cannot say that Jimin's appearance in this video definitely represents a new project. But we can still appreciate the moment. And that is what makes this story even more interesting. Because perhaps there is no huge secret at all. Maybe Jimin simply feels comfortable with his longer hair. Maybe he likes the outfit. Maybe he was simply in a good mood. And maybe the smile we see is simply Jimin enjoying his moment. And honestly, isn't that something worth appreciating? After such a long journey in his career, seeing Jimin looking relaxed and happy is something his fans naturally want to see. Especially because an idol's life exists under an enormous amount of attention. Imagine how many eyes are watching every movement. Every hairstyle can become news. Every photograph can become a discussion. Every appearance can be analyzed by thousands, even millions of people. In that kind of environment, a moment when an artist simply looks relaxed can actually feel incredibly precious. And this video gives exactly that impression. Jimin does not appear to be trying to make some huge statement. He is simply smiling. But that smile changes everything. There is something warm about his expression. Something that makes fans feel connected to him. Perhaps because they have spent so many years getting to know Jimin through a screen. They have watched his journey year after year. They have watched him grow and change. They have seen him stand on enormous stages. They have watched him perform alongside the BTS members. They have watched him continue developing as an artist. And now they are seeing him again in one small moment. Not as a superstar standing under massive stage lights, but simply as Jimin. Someone standing casually and smiling. That is why videos like this can have an emotional impact that may be difficult to explain to someone who is not a fan. Someone else might look at the video and say, but for ARMY, the reaction can be completely different. Because they are not only seeing one short video, they are seeing the journey behind that video. They are seeing someone who has given them countless memories. Someone who has made them laugh. Someone who has made them emotional. Someone whose music has become part of their lives. And when that person looks happy, fans naturally feel happy too. Maybe that is why reactions to Jimin are rarely simple. Now let's look again at the appearance that started all of this. The black outfit gives Jimin a particularly strong presence. Black often creates an elegant and mysterious feeling. But with Jimin, the combination becomes even more interesting because his face still maintains that softness that fans know so well. His longer hair adds another layer to the look. There is masculinity. There is elegance. There is softness. All of these elements come together in one appearance. And the camera seems to have captured the moment at exactly the right time. Jimin smiles. His eyes narrow slightly as he smiles. He looks relaxed. And within just a few seconds, attention immediately moves toward him. It is no surprise that fans began talking about Jimin's aura. Some may see the look as more mature. Others may see it as a more natural side of him. And some may simply think that Jimin looks incredibly attractive. All of those reactions are understandable as personal opinions, as long as we remember that they are fan interpretations rather than confirmed facts. And perhaps that variety of reactions is exactly what makes a moment become so widely discussed. One person notices the hair. Another notices the smile. Someone else notices the outfit. Another focuses on his expression. And some fans simply say that they miss Jimin. Everyone has their own reason for stopping and watching. But then another question appears. Does Jimin realize that a simple appearance like this can make ARMY so excited? Maybe. Maybe not. We simply do not know. And we should not assume we know what he is thinking based on a short video. But there is one thing we can see. Jimin appears comfortable. And perhaps that is enough. Because after everything that comes with being a global artist, seeing Jimin enjoy a simple moment can feel reassuring. There does not always have to be drama. There does not always have to be a surprise. There does not always have to be a theory. Sometimes, the best news is simply seeing someone we support looking happy. And maybe that is the simplest message behind this video. In the middle of busy schedules, huge stages, and a long journey, there is still time to smile. Of course, ARMY's curiosity does not stop there. Once the video began circulating, more questions naturally appeared. Will Jimin keep his hair this long? Will we see this style again? Is this simply a personal fashion choice? Or could there be a new concept that fans do not know about yet? Once again, there is no official answer to those questions at this point. And that is why we should not rush to conclusions. Let Jimin enjoy his style. Let time provide the answer. If something really is being prepared, eventually we will find out. And if there is nothing behind the look at all, that does not make the moment any less special. Because Jimin still looked happy, Jimin still smiled, and Jimin still managed to make ARMY smile with him. Perhaps that is one of the greatest powers an artist can have. Not simply the ability to perform on stage, but the ability to make someone thousands of miles away feel connected through something as simple as a smile. And Jimin has done that countless times. Now imagine that video again. The camera moves. Long hair. Black outfit. A smile. Nothing complicated. And yet, moments later, his name is once again being discussed by fans. That is Jimin. He does not always need something dramatic to capture attention. Sometimes he simply has to appear. But there is something else that may be even more important than the hair, the outfit, or the theories. It is the fact that Jimin still looks like himself. The world knows him as a member of BTS. The world knows him as an extraordinary performer. The world knows him through stages, awards, music, and global headlines. But fans also know Jimin through the smaller moments. His smile. His laughter. The way he interacts with others. The way he shows affection. Those little moments that allow fans to see the person behind the superstar. And perhaps that is why this particular video feels so warm. For a few seconds, there is no huge stage. No massive spotlight. No elaborate performance. There is simply Jimin. And maybe that is enough. But before we end part 1, there is one question I want to leave with you. When you first saw Jimin with his longer hair and black outfit, what was the very first thing you noticed? Did you immediately think that Jimin might be preparing something? Or did you simply think that he was enjoying a new look? And more importantly, do you feel that Jimin's aura really looks different this time? Because sometimes, a small detail we notice today only becomes meaningful after we see what happens weeks or months later. Maybe this really is just an ordinary backstage moment. Maybe there is no secret at all. But perhaps one day we will look back at this video and say, we didn't realize it at the time. And that is exactly what makes Jimin's appearance so intriguing. Not because we already know the answer, but because we don't. For now, let's simply enjoy the moment without turning speculation into fact. Jimin looks happy. Jimin looks comfortable. And Jimin has once again given ARMY a small moment worth remembering. But if you want to know why this particular look feels so powerful visually, and how his longer hair and black outfit completely changed the aura he gives off on camera, we will explore that more deeply. Because perhaps, after looking at every detail, the question, what is this, will become even more interesting. So, if you are an ARMY who immediately stopped when you saw this video of Jimin, I want to hear from you. What was the first thing you noticed about Jimin? His longer hair? His black outfit? His smile? Or the completely different aura he seemed to have? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for Jikook Lover, because there are still many more Jimin BTS moments and stories waiting to be discussed.